Hey, Clement here with living in Greater Toronto area. So the Bank of Canada just got interest rates again. And most people think that means mortgage rates are just about to drop completely. And I'm here to crash that a little bit because that's not exactly what's happening right now. There is a quiet move behind the scenes that could actually keep mortgage rates a lot higher for a much longer time. But let me just explain this for you. At the end of October, the Bank of Canada lowered their overnight rates to 2.25%. This was their second straight cut this year alone. All this is good in theory, but what's not being talked about is that they've also changed how they are managing money behind the scenes. They're basically saying we're done with the tightening at the moment. But here is the twist now. Instead of using that money to buy mortgage backed bonds that support home lending, they're now buying short term government Canadian bonds. So, in simple terms, they're helping the government borrow for a lot cheaper, not necessarily helping you and myself as home buyers. Now, here's why this matters. Mortgage rates are driven by the demand for mortgage backed securities. Those big bundles of Canadian homes loans that investors typically buy. If fewer investors and institutions like the Bank of Canada are buying all this, demand will drop, prices drop, and mortgage rates will absolutely go up. So even though the overnight rate is dropping, your 5-year fix might not. That's why you hear rate cut on news channels such as the CTV, BNN, whatever news channel you hear out there. But your mortgage broker still tells you 5-year fixed is hovering in and around that 4.8% to 5% range. This disconnect is what's confusing so many buyers right now. So what does this mean for us here in Ontario, the GTA, pretty much? If you are a buyer, expect a slow but steady market heading into the winter. Rates may is gradually, but affordability won't improve just overnight. If you are a seller, understand that buyers are still value driven. They want homes that show well, that are priced correctly, and feel like a smart long term purchase for themselves, a smart long term move for themselves. And that creates a big opportunity for a lot of, let's say, us real estate professionals. Right now, we have to present, we have to show a lot of value to the market, which I absolutely like. You might not care about this part or this statement that much, but the reason I say this is when the market was hot in 2021, 2022, homes sold themselves. Now, skill, strategy, presentation matters more than ever. Like the clients that I have, they need the explanation. Clients today are asking so many questions, which is incredible. Historically, and this is through lots of research that I've done and my own experience being in the business for all these years, every time the market cools off, commission rates go up. I know we don't like talking about commission here, but that is a reality that goes on here. Why? Because fewer homes are selling and sellers need experienced agents to navigate the complexity of what's going on in the market today. At the same time, many part-time agents and discount service start to fade off. A lot of them have gone off the market today. And it has become what I call a professional market. So a lot of the agents you see today, you'll feel like you can have clear conversations, you can ask clear questions, and when they're not answering your questions the way you want them to answer, you can clearly kind of start pivoting a little bit. Buyers and sellers turn to people who know what they're doing, who can price strategically, market properly, and negotiate as hard as possible for them. So for the full-time agents and for the serious buyers and sellers, this next cycle in the GTA, the Greater Toronto area, is more about positioning and not panic per se. So if you are a buyer today, what I would advise is get your pre-approval and rate hold locked in before the next Bank of Canada decision on December 10th, I believe. And if you are a seller, focus on timing and presentation, because the homes that are priced right and marketed professionally are still moving. The market is changing, guys. Absolutely, yes. But opportunity has not disappeared. It has just shifted. So if you're wondering how this rate moves are impacting your buying power or your home value in the current GTA market, I will show you how to position yourself before the market adjusts again come December. So that's it for now. My name is Clement, living in the Greater Toronto area. In this channel, when you have the chance, subscribe, like, send me your comment. Let me know what you're thinking. I'm here to help you make your move with confidence and not any confusion. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.